My feelings about Earth's oceans are complicated. You see, I learned to swim at a pretty young age, and I really enjoy it. Swimming was something I did quite a lot when I was younger. So a planet with over 70% of its surface covered in water shouldn't be a problem for me, right? Wrong. Very, very wrong. Since I came to your planet, I've recently, and by recently I mean within the last few years, been going to this one beach in Mexico. Well, actually, I go to 2 beaches, but I really only swim at one, so the other's not relevant. Anyway, it's a nice beach. The only problem is when I'm trying to get out of the water. Every single time I'm at the point where I'm nearly out, the same thing happens. I have never made it back to dry land on that beach without being assaulted by a giant wave. And it's not for lack of trying. I've timed when big waves come and made sure to be exiting when there's only supposed to be small waves, and it still happens. So I've basically just come to the conclusion that the ocean hates me. Which is fine. It just gives me more reason to tell you guys just how weird and actually quite terrifying it is. Hello, Earthlings. My name is Kibby, and this is What on Earth? It is actually astonishing how little people know about Earth's oceans. Over 80% of the ocean is unexplored. Yeah, you guys know more about outer space than you do about what's in all that water on your own planet. However, considering what's already been found, it might be better for everyone's sanity to not know what else is down there. And I'm not just talking about the stuff that lives in it, which, by the way, consists of about 95% of all life on the planet. I could make multiple videos on those nightmares pretending to be animals. And I probably will. But right now, I'm talking about how the ocean is freaking bizarre all on its own. Did you know there are actual underwater rivers and lakes in the ocean? Yeah, I'm not kidding. In fact, the biggest waterfall ever found is in the ocean. How is this possible? Well, it has to do with temperature and salinity. You see, the ocean isn't homogeneous. Some parts are much colder, others have much higher salt content, and so on. Colder and saltier water is much heavier than warmer and fresher water, and they surprisingly don't mix very well. So when very cold or salty water comes in contact with much warmer or fresher water, it is pushed down underneath it without mixing, causing these underwater waterfalls, rivers, and lakes. However, as fascinating as that is, the ocean is also rather scary. Have you heard of the brinacle? The brinacle, also known as the ice finger of death, is formed when super-chilled brine from sea ice sinks, freezing the water around it as it does so. Once it reaches the sea floor, it spreads out in an icy web, instantly freezing all life that comes into contact with it. Granted, nothing really big lives on the sea floor below sea ice, but the fact that there is something that can cause an instant dead zone by flash freezing the area is quite terrifying. Speaking of terrifying, the ocean is the source of some of the loudest sounds ever recorded. Researchers have been able to pick up sounds that were so loud they were able to be heard from over 3,000 kilometers away. Yes, most of them have been attributed to large chunks of sea ice crashing into each other, but given how little is known about the ocean, it is possible they could be from something else. So what is in those unexplored depths? Perhaps you don't want to know. Hope you all like the video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And as always, please let me know if you have any ideas of weird things you want me to talk about. Also, let me know if you liked the little story at the beginning. I want to try to do more of those. Stay safe, everyone. Okay, bye!